Hallelujah. Celeste.
Welcome to KZOOM, all of you KZOOMers. And it looks like we have kind of a small group today.
Oh,
The smallest we've ever had. But so if anybody, no, they can't come late. Not allowed, not allowed.
Oops.
So,
Last of the secular year.
yeah, and anybody who might, feel brave enough to show your face, that would, that would let us feel a little bit more supported. And so, the theme of this KZOOM really has to do with that divine embrace, the sense of being held. And I wanted to, before we did I receive the link for tonight?
Uh-oh.
So, but before we, come into the, this, explore this theme of being held, the practices that we're going to do really have to do with leaning into a sense of support, a sense of being accompanied by God's presence. And I was reminded of something that came through for me in Parshat Vayetze, in the story of Jacob. Jacob is kind of like a quintessential human. Jacob is me. Jacob is you, going through all our stuff. And in the story of Vayetze, he is doing a kind of a negotiation with the divine to try to get a good deal, because that's kind of what the lower version of Jacob is about, is getting a good deal. And he kind of hears oh, promise me, God, promise me, that it's going to be good. It's going to go well for me. And in response to that request, this is what I hear God saying, what the real promise is. And this is what I want us to hear as we explore what it means to lean into the divine embrace. God says, I will give you Hamakom, the place, the land of your life, to possess, to inhabit, cultivate, refine. This awesome place that I give you is none other than the house of God. I live there at the heart of every molecule, and I will shine out through the windows of your own eyes when they are open to this truth. And this awesome place is the gate of heaven, connecting all realms and dimensions, heavens and hells, connecting you with your wildest dreams. I will give you descendants. You will be like a delicate flower held up to the wind. You will be blown open that your seeds may scatter and take root, blossoming in places you could not imagine. The winds of history and circumstance and coincidence will spread your essence, your song, your sigh, mixed with the pollens of desire to the far corners of the world. Your fragrance will waft through the farthest gardens. Through you and your descendants, all the families of the earth will be blessed. I am with you. I do not promise that it will be comfortable or that you will not suffer. I do not promise that you'll never be hungry or feel despair. I do not promise that your heart will never be broken. My promise is simply that I am with you in your suffering, your hunger, your despair, through your wandering, your stumbling, your confusion. I am with you. Anochi imach, even when you feel abandoned. So I want us to hear that promise as we lean into this divine embrace. That the divine embrace is there to hold us through everything that we need to go through. And it changes it changes what what it is. When I am held, I can go through almost anything and feel myself like I am supported through this. It's not like God's going to say, like, oh no, everything's going to be fine. It kind of won't. But
I'll be with you.
I'll
That's
be with
huge.
you. That's
huge.
no matter what, I will be with you. And to be able to tune into that divine presence, no matter what, I think is what our practice is about. So, this first practice, which is a line that appears 2 times in the Song of Songs, and it says, "His left hand is beneath my head, and his right arm is embracing me." So it's this is the divine embrace. And the divine embrace is totally, the divine embrace is spacious. It does not constricting. It does, and I found this one teaching from Jason Schulman that says the ultimate container is God. That is the container that holds, but does not contain, but allows. It is so big, it allows everything. Only God is big enough to hold all your contradictions, all your limitations and difficulties, all your good and evil, all of you, every part, with nothing left out, is held by God. So this is a kind of a leaning into a sense of presence that can kind of support you through whatever you need to go through in life. So, and I know many of us, we go through a lot.
Right? Don't we though? Boy.
So it's really important to cultivate that sense of that we are held in the midst of the tsuras. We are held, and in the midst of the joy too, we are held, and so let's lean into this embrace, and even get a kind of a physical sense of being held, kind of a buoyancy.
Smolo, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. Smolo, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. Oh love, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. Smolo, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. Oh Lord, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. Smolo, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. Smolo, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. Smolo, tachat roshi, vimino, tikavkeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless oh timeless time and placeless place. Smolo, tachat, roshi, vimino, tikapeni, smolo, tachat, roshi, vimino, tikapeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. Smolo, tachat, roshi, vimino, tikapeni, smolo, tachat, roshi, vimino, tikapeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. Smolo, tachat, roshi, vimino, tikapeni, smolo, tachat, roshi, vimino, tikapeni. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place. I am resting in this divine embrace, oh timeless time and placeless place.
So close your eyes, feel yourself kind of leaning into those arms, feeling a kind of an ultimate safety. Sort of hearing God say, I got you, I got you, I got you. I'm holding you through all of it. You know. And what I notice is that when that embrace is there, and I feel the support from that divine presence, then I relax. And when I relax, I can open. And when I can open, I can receive that support. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 here, but it's a circular, it's the precious circle. You've heard of the vicious circle, right? Well, this is the precious circle.
Ooh, I want that.
The precious circle is like, oh, I feel that embrace, and now I'm going to relax, And what's amazing to me is sometimes I think I'm relaxed, and I can actually get a little more relaxed.
Let's go.
And so there's kind of no end to the depth of relaxation. And relaxation is different than sleepiness, So I can be totally alert and totally relaxed. Totally alert and totally relaxed. And just keep on relaxing. And the more that I relax, the more that I can open. St. Augustine says, our heart is restless till it rests in you, till it rests in that divine embrace. And, that we all kind of suffer from the restless heart. And this is kind of the key to that, of bringing a sense of holding. And the quality of holding matters. And it matters to our healing. It matters to being able to move forward into the unknown. When we feel held, we can step into the unknown. So I wanted to do a practice with you that is, I called protecting our inner child. And it's an amazing sacred phrase from Psalm 147 that says, that says when your boundaries are strong, chizak, this is like the boundaries, meaning like the locks on the gates, when those are strong, when you have a good container, what happens is Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. Bayrach baniyich. That child within, baniyich, that more than one child, but within is blessed. And so, this idea of having a wonderful, the boundaries that we have is actually the divine embrace holding us, and we express that divine embrace through clear boundaries. And I know that the clearer my boundaries are, the happier I am and safer that I feel inside. And in that safety, that blessing can move in me. As I was chanting this week in preparation for this class, what I noticed was that the sounds have all of these like very strong consonantal sounds. B, k, k. So, ki chizak, brichesh arayach, Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. And the consonants form a kind of the container for the vowels. And when those strong consonants are there, those vowels can kind of deepen in us. So, and what I said to Rachmil as we were practicing this, I said, you got to warm up your mouth for this ones. Everybody wants to go with your mouth and really kind of do a little mouth exercises first. Because we're going to have to make these like very intense sounds. And the stronger those sounds are, the more that the Spirit can kind of pour through them.
With that energy field that protects our inner child.
Yeah. Like our character too.
Yes. Needs protecting.
But when that feels safe, then it's like, oh, then you can really relax.
Yeah.
So this is our place of ultimate safety.
Ki chizak brichesh aray Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. Ki chizak brichesh aray Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. 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 Ki chizak brichesh aray Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. Ki chizak brichesh aray Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. 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 Ki chizak brichesh aray Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. Ki chizak brichesh aray Bayrach baniyich bekirbech. 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 Ki chizak brichesh aray yishray, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, 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 ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, 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 ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, 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 ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, 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 ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, 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 ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, ki chizak brichei she'arai, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei, Bayrach, baniyich, b'kirbei.
So I invite you to again feel like you're leaning back into that divine embrace, and relaxing, opening, feeling the joy of that inner child that feels safe, letting go of some of the tension of the traumas that you hold. And in that relaxation, there is a sense that of letting go of our defenses. And there's something about the building up of our defenses that that keeps God out. It keeps us from actually receiving that presence. Another teaching from Jason Schulman that says, when we have no territory to defend, God rushes in to to where God always was. When we have no territory to defend, God rushes in to where God always was. This is a paradox we understand only as we embrace life fully. So here's this paradoxical kind of relationship between that we can't embrace life fully until we feel that we are held in that embrace. So in that embrace, we are freed up to engage with life that might be otherwise a little bit risky to do that, to embrace life fully when we are held. And, the times in my life that I have felt like I met that holding were actually times that were really difficult for me, and where it felt like I kind of a little bit was hitting bottom, and the bottom was God. It's like the rug pulled out from under me, and feeling like there was another rug underneath, that was the divine presence, which I never would have known was even there. God rushes in where God always was. So what's, on our spiritual journey, it's important to be able to find support, to know what support is, to lean into support. And for me, there was, I felt like I didn't get the support I needed, and so I shut down the receptors for support because it wasn't there when I needed it, and I was pissed, and that, that support was absolutely necessary to my life. And one of the books that had an impact on me was, and actually just with its title, was by Rob Bresney. It was called Pronoia, and the subtitle is How the Whole World is Conspiring to Bless You. The whole world is conspiring to bless you.
Pronoia.
It's pronoia instead of paranoia. So it's a different stance towards life. It's like, and having their suspicion that actually the whole world is conspiring to bless me. And now I have to open my eyes to what that blessing is. And when I do, it's like I have a whole different stance towards life. So I wanted to do this this practice that's called supported, because if we don't feel the support, we can't really find our fearlessness, our courage to step into the unknown. And what I've learned is that the support is there, but I'm not always there to receive the support. I'm not always, and it doesn't always come in the way that I kind of ordered. But the support is there, and it's often a support that comes from the inside. And so this pasuk, it says heart supported, fearless. And I'm going to chant it in the feminine. Samuch liba, lo tira. So when I, and sometimes what I like to do with this chant is like put your hand on your heart and sense that that what it feels like to have that heart supported. And we want to kind of lean into that sense of support, let ourselves relax on the inside because that support is there. Anochi imach, God is saying, I am with you. I'm holding you through whatever you need to go through. So as we put our hand on our hearts, you can imagine that the vibration of the chant is also just going into our hearts as well. We're sending it there to give your heart the message. You are, that support is there. The whole world is conspiring to bless you. Samuch lo tira. Samuch liba 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 lo Closing your eyes and breathing into the heart, I'm going to send a clear message that your heart is supported, that there is this presence of God goes with you, is within you, is rushing in where God always was. And that we can take down some of our defenses, relax, open, receive that support. And when you want to open your eyes and maybe give and receive some of that support from these faces here. We're supporting also creating this container to support each other. And we need it. So, it's my aspiration in life is to live my life with an open heart. And what I noticed is that sometimes I don't feel safe and my heart closes. And so early on, I developed this practice called EFR, Energy Field Recharge.
Yeah.
And it's based on this kind of principle that when the field of our presence is filled with God's presence, then within that we can open our hearts, because there's a kind of a safety in that of filling up our field with the presence of God, allowing that presence to move in our energy field. And when that field is strong, like ki chizak when those boundaries are strong, when that then within it, Bayrach baniyich, that place of fragility and vulnerability, I can keep that heart open within that field of power of God's presence filling my energy field. So I wanted to do this last practice, which is a version of EFR, really. But
sure.
maybe I'll show. Maybe I'm just going to show you the sort of an energy pattern, if you want to notice. And you might want to just to stand up and feel like the energy pattern begins at the center of your belly, right? And you can imagine from there raising up a line of light through your central column, up through the crown. And from there, imagine weaving this egg of light all the way around. And the bottom of that egg is like a foot below your feet.
Yeah. So it seals up the egg.
And from the bottom of the egg, you're going to pull up a line of light right through your root and let it then, that line of light, rest in the heart. And in the heart, we want to kind of imagine opening up a portal from the infinite and allowing the God light to shine out through your heart, filling that field of that egg that you just delineated here with your imagination. So it's filled with the God light rather than filled with your own ego. It is filled with that. So that's the EFR. And when I discovered this phrase from Psalm 7, I felt like, oh, this kind of does what the EFR does. And Magini is like a shield, my protection. Magini, my protection al Elohim. It's all about the God field. That's what protects me. My own ego is not going to protect me, but the God field will give me a sense of protection, so that within that God field I can open my heart. And so it says moshiah yishray. That's what saves, allows for, facilitates this yishray, which is the upright heart. It's also the opened, the kind of blossomed out heart. So I think it's an amazing practice that does very similar what the EFR, that energy pattern, does. So imagine that egg of light surrounding you, and it's going to be filled with al Elohim. Oh, it's all about the God field. Got that?
Yeah.
Magini
Magini Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray.
So I want to just give a little extra instruction of this chant, that when I say the words Magini al Elohim, you want to bring your attention to that field that's surrounding you, that energy field that's filled with God. Yeah, you're charging it up with God light. And then when you say moshiah yishray, bring your attention to the center of your heart and allow it to kind of open within that field. Okay, so we're going to bring our attention to out here in the field, and then to in here when we say moshiah yishray lev.
Magini al
Elohim, Magini al Elohim. The inner
moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, moshiah yishray, moshiah yishray, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim, Magini al Elohim. Magini al Elohim. Moshiah, yishray. Moshiah, yishray.
So I invite you to stay with that moshiah, yishray place. Feeling that kind of opening in the heart, the standing up into that heart place. And as that heart opens, allow it to be like the portal from the infinite to shine out the light from that deep place within, and fill that egg, that energy field around you. Fill it with God light, with the God field. And God says, I am with you. I do not promise that it will be comfortable or that you will not suffer. I do not promise that you'll never be hungry or feel despair. I do not promise that your heart will never be broken. My promise is simply that I'm with you in your suffering, your hunger, your despair, through your wandering, your stumbling, your confusions. I am with you. Hear those words. Anochi imach. Anochi imach. Even when you feel abandoned. So as we relax and we have no territory left to defend, God rushes in to where God always was. And in that place of relaxation, we open and receive the blessing of each moment, and have this kind of ability to embrace. Feeling embraced, we can then embrace life fully, and that's the blessing that I leave with you at the end of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
What a year it's been. And then we go into to 23. Somebody said, maybe it was Judy that said 2022, woo. 2023, wee.
May it be so. Please, God.
Wee. And we.
And we together.
Us, all of us together.
Yeah. What a great community we are.
Yeah, so we will. Wait a minute. We're not going to be. There's no KZOOM next week.
No, yep. Chef will be at
Because I'll be
Ohala
at Ohala.
in Denver.
But the following week we will KZOOM. We will resume KZOOM.
Mm-hmm. So 2 weeks.
And we in French, yes, in French. So I'm going to stop the recording.